All right, so we got that monkey off our backs. Hey everyone, it is Philip from PR Moves, and we're here giving our reactions to the Chicago Bears defeating the Cincinnati Bengals 20-17. Should have been a much different score. We'll get into it. First of all, I do want to congratulate Justin Fields on his first career victory. I know that he wasn't the starter, but he came in, and even though that he was not very good, he wasn't, but he still did enough to get us the win. And I mean, there were some mistakes by pretty much everyone on the offense, so you can't sit there and blame it entirely on Fields, but he was not the most efficient player on the field today. But let's get into it. So first of all, Andy Dalton, story of the game, goes 9 for 10 for 60 yards, throws a touchdown, but he gets hurt. I actually think Dalton played really well in this game, and for all intensive purposes, unless Fields gets much better now that he's the quarterback one, I do think Dalton played a lot better. I think if Dalton played the entire game, we probably win this like 23 or 26-17 or 26-13. I think Fields was very sloppy. A lot of turnovers, a lot of penalties. Not a lot of turnovers, but it was almost 2 turnovers. And I get it was his first ever NFL action. He'll only get better, but he looked very sloppy in this game. Montgomery was really good once again. Matt Nagy's still meeting his quota of 20 touches a game for David Montgomery, which is really good to see that he's actually going through with that. Fields did a great job scrambling as well. He needs to do a better job holding onto the ball. He's holding the ball with one hand. He needs to do a better job at that. But he picked up the final third down to get us the win. He did very good breaking tackles, making a few guys miss, which is very good. Montgomery was also great. Receiving-wise, Mooney was our best guy. He did have a drop, but he made up for it on the next drive. He did have one drop, yeah. The other ball in the end zone was not great, so I'm not going to sit there and... I mean, he wouldn't have gotten both feet in bounds even if he caught the ball, so it wasn't a drop. Robinson was only targeted, I think, 3 times, and he had 2 catches, 24 yards, and a touchdown. Montgomery was really good out of the backfield. Marquise Goodwin made a really nice catch. Komet got called for a stupid OPI, but that should have been a 20-yard gain. He didn't really get targeted like he did. He gets targeted way more under Dalton than Fields will probably get him. But the story of this game is definitely the defense. Let's talk about Roquan Smith. 8 tackles, 1 sack, and a pick 6. I made that video 2 months ago saying he's the best linebacker in football. Not as a joke, but because I'm dead serious. This man is the best linebacker in football. Put some respect on his name. Duke Shelley got picked on a lot. He nearly led the team in tackles. He was better than Marquis Christian was, and that's pretty much all I can say. Bilal Nichols, 4 tackles and a sack. Great game by him. Akeem Hicks got really good pressure. Eddie Jackson, minus the 30-yard Jamar Chase touchdown, he actually played pretty well. I don't think he missed any other tackles. He got a few tackles in the backfield, and he had some really good coverage. So Eddie Jackson, much improved. Looking a lot more like his 2019 self, not last year where he also kind of struggled, but he played pretty well in this game as well. Kindle Vildor had a few... He was really up and down. Really the only corner that had a tremendously improved today was Jalen Johnson, and I think that he's going to be one of the best young corners in the league by the end of the year. Mack got a sack, Nichols got a sack, Roquan got a sack. I believe that's all we had, but pretty good game in general for the Bears defense. 3 straight interceptions as well as there were 4 turnover plays in a row, so the Bears defense absolutely came to play. Overall thoughts, we should have won that game by a lot more. Should have been either 20-10 as the final score because Fields wouldn't have thrown that pick, or it should have been like 27-13. But I'm going to say a win is a win. Nagy does need to do much better play calling for Fields. I get that he didn't expect Fields to play, and maybe his play sheet had nothing for Fields to run. I don't know if that's how it works. But Fields put some balls on a dime. Allen Robinson dropped a touchdown, which sucked to see. Mooney dropped one. It was not the most pretty day for Justin Fields, and I hope that every single game he just improves and improves, and I hope that there's no going back. If Fields is the starter and you won this game, if Andy Dalton is anything injured next week, Justin Fields is your starter, and I think that's probably what happens. I don't think that they will put Andy Dalton back in as the quarterback next week. I think it'll be Fields from here on out. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday for an episode of Was He Good? So see you guys then. Peace out.